Hello, everyone. It's a nice another opportunity for us to be here today, again for the next edition of Web Cluster Jam. This today's topic is going to be featuring Web 3.0 and web performance, and it's super excited to see everyone. You can just comment on this comment section using the live chat to let us know where you are joining from, and we are super excited to have everyone join us today for another edition of Web Cluster Jam. I know that everyone has been talking about the event in the last since the last few months that we hosted the last one. It's been an amazing journey so far, but rigorous, and then I think we're able to get back to our feet. Thank God for this, and today's we'll be looking at Web 3.0 and web performance. Just for you guys to know that we caught a lot of experience Web 3 speakers that will be talking to us today about Web 3.0. And even though not only Web 3.0, of course, we'll talk about some of the things about web performance and some technological things. I know that you guys are excited for this. If you're excited, let me see the comment section. I want to see some interactions on the comment section. Let us know where you are joining in from. And of course, we'll be glad to see people interactions on the comment section. Really appreciate that as well. Thank you. I can see Toby Ogunkoya from GDGs and GDSCs, David Samson, super excited. I want to see more interaction so that we can get started before I can bring the first speakers to on board. I will be talking to us about super amazing topic. I can't just wait because we have so many things in stock today. Okay, so quickly, let me just start. Okay, yeah, I can see some excitement coming in. There are a lot of swags, a lot of giveaways that will be happening today, and today we'll be also be having games, and I believe everyone is a winner. So of course, get ready to be a winner. We'll get ready to answer some questions. Let me see some excitement coming up. All right, so my name is Sukomi Jati, and I will be your host and your moderator for today's edition of Web Cluster Jam. I'm super excited, honestly, to see that I will be hosting everyone today from around the whole world. That's excitement. Come on. I want to see some excitement. If you love what I'm doing right now, just let me see your comments. Let me just give me some thumbs up and let us move on. All right. So today I'll be having David Oluwabusaya as my co-host as well. So he'll be joining us soon. So while he joins us, let me undo the deck for him, right, so that we can get things started. Um, all right. So, okay, guys, there is something that we need to do. We need to tell the whole world. For everyone that's not joined us now, we need to tell the whole world about what we are doing right now, about the sessions that will be happening, about the fires that will be happening from our speaker, about Web 3.0, and everything about the crypto market, what is going on in the crypto. We need to tell the world around the world about what we are doing and the conversations that we'll be having here today. So for you to join us on Twitter, we need you to let's tweet, let's talk about what is going on, what we are learning currently using these hashtags. Please, I'm begging, as you can see on the slide on the screen that I'm begging. I'm on my knees begging, please and please, hash cluster jam using this hashtag hash cluster jam, hash web3 hash blockchain at GDG and hashtag GDSC. So Cluster Jam is combination of GDG and DSCs across Sub-Saharan Africa. So everyone, we have organizers, the organizers of Cluster Jam are all over Sub-Saharan Africa, and we are all doing this together with other GDGs and DSCs across Sub-Saharan Africa. So please, let's see your excitement. If you are a GDG lead, if you are a DSC lead, go to your WhatsApp group and then tell your group about this event and let them join in quickly, because we'll be learning something very exciting today about Web 3.0. It's no more the new news. It's no more the news that we are in the era of Web 3.0. This is the time for us to embrace it that we are in era of Web 3.0 and we want everything to be decentralized. As of today, we are tired of someone being monopolizing the whole entire thing, the entire space of what we do, but we want to be decentralized. We want to be stand alone. So join the conversation. Let's see your tweet. I'll be so glad to have some of our organizers, co-organizers to check for fields on these hashtags that is coming from you guys. I can see people from joining from Adoikiti. Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you guys for joining in. Super excited to have you guys. Super excited. Show me your excitement. Let's see how the fire is going, and let us start seeing your tweet. You can also do something awesome about when you are tweeting any images or tweeting your pictures. You can, from wherever you are that you are joining, even though you are at of course it's Friday evening, and I believe some people will be going out for enjoyment. As you are enjoying that your cold drink, you can also take a picture and upload it to the social media using with that Twitter, and then you can also do well to tag us. Let us know. Share your beer, your cup of beer with with the hashtag. Share it on the Twitter and let us see how well you are doing, and tell us what you are learning on Twitter as well. Thank you guys. All right, so I would like to do very please guys join me as I'll be introducing the team behind um Cluster Jam. It's so I don't know how well I can appreciate these people for the hard work, for all the sleepless nights that has been going on in the last few weeks to ensure that we um to ensure that sorry, excuse me. Yep. Oh, all right. I'm just looking at for the best fit. Right. Okay, so to ensure that Cluster Jam is a success, to ensure that we're able to give you guys awesome topic, and thank you guys for all our speakers that whenever we call upon you guys, that you guys always want to deliver quality to the community. Thank you guys for your commitment. So I'll be introducing the team behind the Cluster Jam, the guys that have been doing the hard work that we are all benefiting from today. It's so I'm just so happy to be part of this awesome team. Really, I'm so happy to be part of this awesome team doing something amazing for the community. So the first on the team is Shola Slick Akinroli. So the senior developer advocate at Trust Wallet, very big on Web 3.0 as well. One of our organizers is majorly on Web 3.0. Myself, that's Sukomi Chachi, principal engineer at the Bob Africa. So also I have Gospel, lead organizer for GDG Owerri, and then we have some awesome females around us, awesome women in tech doing something wonderful in tech as well around us. Nasi Ariola, that's the data analyst, and then we have David Oluwabusayo, the lead organizer, GDG at Doikiti, and then Tabitha Ita, that's GDSC lead XU. Thank you guys for the contributions, for all the selfless services, for that you have been able to bring all this community together. It's nice having, thanks for the effort. It's nice having everyone. I think they deserve some round of applause. Please, if you can, let's make use of the comment section to I want to say clap emoji. I want to see clap emojis so that you can show our appreciation to these people. I want to see clap emoji. I'm not seeing anyone. I hope I can see one. Okay, so quickly, before we start for today, I know that we are excited, right, to see the content that we have today for us, and then some of the things that we'll be looking at to today, right? So thank you guys for the clap. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I can see the interactions. Thank you guys going on. Thank you guys. Ekiti stopping the list. Wow. So I need some people to dominate that. I need some people. We want a balanced location. I want a balanced audience joining from different parts of the world, not just Ekiti. Please, can you get your team, your people to join us on this event today? I can't just be super added. I don't know what I can call it. Is there anything called hyper excited? I think that's where I am now. That's the stage I am. Hyper excited. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I'll be introducing our speakers for today, and I hope that I don't want to talk about you guys clapping, but I believe that you guys can do that without effortlessly, right? So the first person we have on our list here today is Kevin Bauer, an entrepreneur working at the intersection of science, design, and technology. That's so amazing for me, and that's super amazing because we tag the event Web 3.0 and web performance, and that's to tell you that we are ready to do something more elaborate about Web 3.0, and not just Web 3.0 alone, and also the web performance, everything about web performance. All right, quickly. And the second person on our list today that will be speaking to us, thank you for joining, guys. Thank you, guys. Let us keep the comment section. Let us keep the interaction on the comment section coming up. Let us keep the interactions coming up. The second person on our list today that will be speaking to us about Web 3.0 is Queen Elaine Ajubike. Yeah, founder blockchain Imo. Right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. We are looking forward to super exciting session about Web 3.0. And also maybe the last but not the least talking to us today is Sarah Idaosa, founder woman in DeFi. That's another blockchain crypto technology. That's Web3 platform. It's a founder woman leading the funded a community for women in DeFi, right? So DeFi is another. I mean, I think she will tell us more about it. I don't want to, I don't want to blow up the whole thing, right? So let me leave it to Sarah to do her thing. I know that she's going to tell us more about DeFi. Right. I am here to learn, and I believe you are here to learn. If you are here to learn, let me see 10 thumbs up. You want to learn more about Web 3.0. Let me see some thumbs up on the chat. Let's keep the interaction coming up on the chat. Let's keep the interaction coming up on the chat. All right. Again, please don't forget. Again, I'm on my knees begging again for the social media. Don't forget to tell the world about what we are doing here and what we are learning here about Web 3.0. Please, if you had any enjoyment place, recreation center, or anywhere you are at the moment, because I know it's weekend and it's evening already for some people. For some people, they've closed for the week. Now it's enjoyment period, right? So let us know where you are joining us from. You can do well to snap yourself with whatever you are using. You are enjoying with, or whatever it is that you are taking to cool off. Just let us know. Snap yourself, and then ensure that whenever you are posting your posting to social media, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, ensure that you use the hashtag. For you to make it faster, you can also tag myself and Slick. That's at Nightwalker.js, and also at Meet Slick on Twitter, so that we can be able to get your notification. There is a gift. Don't forget, there is a giveaway. There are some incentive for those people that will be telling the world about what we are doing. There's a prize for that. I can tell you for a fact. In today's event, of course, Cluster Jam has been known for this. We can't have an event without giving out some resources to the community that would benefit the community, for everyone that wants to start a career in any technology at all, be it web, be it mobile. That is what we do. We give you resources, courses that you can use to start your journey, you can start your career with. So, all right, all right. So, while we're at it, I'll be bringing another person to the stage to tell us to give us keynotes and tell us more about Web Cluster Jam. The person of Shola Slick Akinroli. Hi, Slick. Are you with us? All right. Okay. So I think
Yeah.
Shola Slick
Thank
is
you.
here. Thank you. Good to have you. Good to have you. I believe
Yeah.
I guess I want to see your face. How are you doing
Yeah.
today?
How's it going? Thank you for the
Yeah.
massive introduction.
All right. So it's your stage now. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Hi everyone. I mean, this is really exciting. Thank you for the quick introduction and to this section. This is pretty great. And I have to say I'm really super excited to be on the screen today. I mean, like the whole team has been doing a lot of effort to make sure this amazing cluster event, come into place, and I'm really excited to see amazing people joining from all over the world. I mean, like we have some people even joining outside, outside Africa, which is actually, we actually created this one. This is really exciting. So please drop your favorite emoji on the chat box if you're actually joining or you're excited about this. Show something exciting on the chat box. Drop your favorite chat emoji, and this will really be great to have an engaging event. So quickly, in just 3 minutes, I would just have to say a keynote about what this event is all about. And this is really exciting. Cluster Jam is actually a clustered event that is powered by Google Developers Group, and also the student version of Google Developers, which is the Google Developer Student Clubs, which is actually amazing across the SSA, that is Sub-Saharan Africa. So this is actually amazing. This is the idea of the team. We came together to see that we want to create an event. We know that all the GDGs across Africa cannot come together. I'm loving the vibes, good vibes from Gospel, from Jaswil, from Oluwatoyin. I'm seeing you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome emojis. That's pretty great. Please keep dropping it. So we also came together to ensure that this event is actually going to be amazing in the sense that we know that a lot of GDGs and DSCs cannot meet themselves physically. There's no, due to the safety, you want to consider safety, you want to consider cost, you want to consider a lot of stuff. But yes, how can we achieve this? Still coming together, bringing a lot of community across Africa, coming together to do amazing events together in one collaborative event. Foster collaboration across being, and we can also enable different experts across the world, and that's what came and bring to the bed of Cluster Jam. And this is really great because since the still we started Cluster Jam about, I mean, close to 2 years now, we have actually had a couple of events like a Flutter Jam event, career event. You can check our YouTube channel to see all our events that we have actually streamed, which is really amazing. So we are doing amazing stuff to bring everybody together as one unit and encourage all other members to come together and see amazing experts joining across the world to actually share created content knowledge across different fields like the Flutter, the Google Cloud, the Web3 space, the web performance space, the mobile space, and etc. like that. So it's actually amazing, and we're really excited about doing more for you guys. In this event, we actually targeted to have 2,000 attendees most times. In our previous events, we have over 500 people joining, and we hope that many people will still going to join in this event. We have over 35 GDGs and over 30 GDSCs joining us, and most time we used to have 7 experts joining our event across Africa, which is really amazing. And it's actually going to be moving forward. We're actually going to be having more exciting stuff, which is actually going to be amazing. And the event most times we stream it on YouTube, which is really great. So moving forward, we have amazing big shout out to all these GDGs and GDSCs that actually started the cluster jam from the beginning. I couldn't list everyone here, but if you are here, that means you're part of us from onset, and that is really beautiful. To GDG Ado-Ekiti, to Akoko, to Calabar, to Enugu, to Mina, to GDSC Abuja, AUA, Ashesi, Rongo, across Africa, South Africa, to GDG, Soweto, amazing GDGs also joining us here. We have South Africa, we have Cameroon, we have Ghana, we have Nigeria, we have some Kenya as well. We have so many amazing GDGs and DSCs joining this event, which is pretty great. So what's next for us? We're actually going to be having more events that's going to base next on Web3, which we're actually going to have amazing partners coming on, amazing big Web3 companies coming on board, which we're actually planning for Q1 next year. So stick with us, stay with us, and join our community as we bring more amazing knowledge to you. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for this amazing. My name is Slick, and I'm so excited to share this with you. And I'll catch you some other time. Over to you, SK.
Thank you, Slick, for that amazing welcome and keynote session talking about what we do here at Web Cluster Jam and the goals and the mission of why Cluster Jam is currently what we are targeting, and the mission, what the mission of what cluster jam is, right? Guys, I don't want us to. I think this is the time where I will plead with everyone that you start getting your questions ready, because I'm about to start the sessions where we'll be having our first speaker, that's Sarah Ida Usa, right, to talk to us about Web 3.0. She'll be talking to us about Web 3.0. I don't want to I think I believe Sarah is already in the studio, already waiting to unleash everything that she has for us about Web 3.0. I believe right now from the audience, I want to see, before I bring Sarah to the stage, I want to see some interaction, some emojis. If you are super excited about what you are about to see, about the session that you are about to go into with Sarah Idaosa, I want to see some interaction, some emojis, some thumbs up. Let's see the interactions. Let's see the interactions. Let's see the interactions. I want to see some emoji, your favorite emoji. You can just drop your favorite emoji. Let's see. It's Web 3.0, and I believe a lot of people wants to ask questions about crypto market, about cryptocurrency. You are about to start this session right now, and please, let's start gathering all the questions. I can't wait to ask Sarah all your questions on your behalf, right? Let's start. I want to see emojis coming up, a lot of emojis. Let's start. I want to see so that we can bring Sarah to the stage. If you guys don't give me emoji, I will not bring Sarah to the stage. And I believe you people will not stone me today. So in order for us not to be stoned, please let me see a lot of interaction so that we can um that excite Sarah to be able to deliver more content than a slide, right? So okay, thank you guys. It will be a pleasure to bring Sarah Idaosa to the stage. Um before I do that, before I do that, I would like to read Sarah's profile. I would like to read Sarah's profile, why I will be adding her to the stage. Sarah is a founder, Sarah founded Women in DeFi, and she's a DeFi educator with also a public speaker, research analyst, and project advisor. So, like I mentioned, ask your questions, start gathering your questions about cryptocurrency, crypto education, decentralized finance. That's DeFi. That's the DeFi I've been talking about, decentralized finance, and also blockchain education. Start gathering your question. So, Sarah talks about cryptocurrency, crypto education, blockchain education, and also decentralized finance. I believe a lot of people in the audience will have a lot of questions around this. As I bring on Sarah, join me using your clapping emoji to bring Sarah to the stage. Hi, Sarah.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Hi, Sarah. Good to have you on the
Hi,
stage today. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. Can you hear me
Yeah,
very
we can
well?
hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
I believe from the comment section, can you hear Sarah? Let us know if you can hear Sarah. Thumbs up for you if you can hear Sarah. Just drop thumbs up emoji. Okay, so thank you, Sarah, for joining us today. It's really super excited and looking forward to your session about what you will be telling us about cryptocurrency and crypto education, blockchain education, decentralized finance today in your session. Looking forward to your session, and of course, I have my pen just for you to know. I
Okay.
have my pen and my jotter
All
right
right.
now, so because I really
Okay.
want to learn more. Thank you, Sarah. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hi everyone. Good evening. My name is Sarah Idelsa, and I'm the founder of Women in DeFi community that educates females about the blockchain technology, about decentralized finance. I've been in the blockchain space for the last 2 years, and within that time, I've been able to educate over 1,000 people about the blockchain technology, both male and female, before aside of the Women in DeFi community early this year. So in today's session, I will be talking about I think funding our goals or funding our dreams using the blockchain technology. And to be very honest, I actually prepared my slides, but my system has been having issues. And right now, I'm not using my system, to be very honest. I'm using a friend's one because I don't know, since this morning, my system just crashed. So I don't know what's going to happen. So right now, I just have to like do this presentation from my head. And yeah, somehow we'll be able to flow together. So I don't know. I would like to know from the comment section. Like, let me know everyone's level of knowledge about the blockchain. Like, if you're grounded about the blockchain, could just tell us on the comment section because I'll be checking. I'll try my best to make this session to be as interactive as possible. So it won't be like I'm just here to talk, 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 talk. Let me know if people are flowing with me or if people even understand what it is that I'm going to be talking about. So please, if you don't mind, on the comment section, I'll be checking right now, please. If you have good knowledge about the blockchain, just tell us down the comment section so I would know. Please, guys, quickly. Okay, I think Toby means she's grounded about the blockchain. Anyone? Okay, blockchain is like a ledger. That's the definition of the blockchain. Is there anyone else? I believe there are so many of us here. I would want us um to move together. Like, if you have knowledge about the blockchain, just say yes. Okay, I heard about the blockchain in my dream. I'm yet to know about it in real life. Good. Is it Bitcoin and Ethereum? Okay. Clearly, your question already tells me you have, I could say, zero knowledge about the blockchain. So we're going to start from there because I'm going to like do the session based on what I'm seeing on the comments. So that way we're able to flow together. So for I believe I could say 90% or 98% of us here, they are developers. Please, I'm not a developer. So whatever it is I'm going to say right now, it's based on like what I have observed from my friends, because I have a lot of them that are devs. Like, they're either blockchain devs, that's like Web3 developers, and there are a couple of them that are just Web2 developer. So for those who do not know about the blockchain, or let's say you've not read about the blockchain before, even if you've been hearing about it and the whole hype, the blockchain technology, like the blockchain is like simplest definition to tell you it's a digital ledger that helps to store record, that helps to store transaction. And yes, that's what they'll tell you it is. But if you ask me what a blockchain is, I like to say that blockchain is a wealth creation technology. Wealth creation technology. I have my reasons. And that's because if you're someone that's into the blockchain technology, like you're using the blockchain tech, there are lots of things that you have access to that in the regular Web2 space. You need to have connections, you need to know people to be able to have access to a lot of these things. Now, normal dictionary definition, like I said, it's a digital ledger that helps to store records or keep records of transactions or even information. And there are two major types of the blockchain, like, or rather there are more than two, but there are two most popular blockchains. That's the public and the private blockchain. They have the one they call consortium, and they also have the one they call hybrid blockchain. Now, for the public blockchain, these are blockchains that everyone has access to, that you can come and you can decide to build anything on it. You don't need to take permission, like it is just out there for the public. And examples of public blockchain is the Bitcoin blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, Solana blockchain. I'm sure we've heard of these names before. Like someone said on the comment section, is it not Bitcoin and Ethereum? Now, those are examples of blockchains. Do you get, like, examples of public blockchain? We have Ethereum, we have Solana, we have Avalanche. There are so many of them. Then we have the private blockchain, which are like, these are blockchains that are used by a specific organization, and I won't say it's controlled by a central body, but it is being used by a central body, because the blockchain does not have anyone controlling it like our normal Web2 ecosystem, or like we all know Google, for example. There are people who own Google. Yeah, Google is an example of a Web2 product. And at any point in time, I don't know, they could decide to say, oh, let's say Google stops functioning. And we all know that everything will just shut down. Then there is Facebook, then there is Instagram. All these are normal social media platforms that we use for carrying out activities. All these are all Web2, example of Web2 products. But for the blockchain itself, the moment the blockchain is deployed into the computer system, it is just deployed like that. And it is being connected through thousands and thousands of blockchains, of computers, sorry, that are connected to one another. The way the blockchain work is that if exactly, thank you very much, Toby. That's the definition of private blockchain. So, like I was saying, if an information comes into the blockchain, it's being recognized as a block. Like that's what the blockchain, that's what it sees it as, that's what the computer system sees it as, a block. And each of these blocks are now being interconnected. That's for the one first transaction that comes in, it gets stored as a block. The next one gets should I say it's an addition of the previous one, and each chains, or rather each block, they are interconnected to form what they call a chain, and that's why the name is like blockchain. This is just like a random definition, although I think, don't worry, let's say after this session or at the end of my session, I should be able to like send something to the organizers, maybe my slides I have access to it, probably send it off to them so they could like so everyone here could have access to them and see all of these things that I've written down before. So back to what I was saying. Then the consortium blockchain, these are more of like combinations of private blockchains that are working together. Then the fourth one, they are not so popular. The last one, which is the hybrid blockchain, is a combination of the public blockchain and the private blockchain. Now, the way the hybrid blockchain works is that the public blockchain is where everyone comes to build or they come to create something, while the private blockchain that's the private version of it, at the private side of the hybrid blockchain, that's where informations that are being stored together. Let's say for example, our law system in Nigeria, for example, they have a specific blockchain. I don't know, they could create a certain blockchain and say, oh, this blockchain will be used for Nigeria security agencies. And then I say, oh, a part of it, of course, people that are lawyers, for example, they want to start storing information. That's like case files of people. They could store it on the blockchain. So that's cases of where you have to like go to court and people's files are missing, and there are people we all know. I don't know if everyone's aware that there are thousands of people right now in prison for problems they didn't commit, like crimes they didn't commit. So all of these files and records can be stored on the blockchain. Even hospital records too. Like we all know, hospital now, you want to go and use the hospital, they'll ask you for your card. You must have your card. Then when you bring your card, they'll now use it to trace your details already with them. You have to stay in one long queue and others. But this time, if it's being stored on the blockchain, what is just required is probably your ID. That's like the specific blockchain ID that was used to store it, and you just bring it out from the computer system and it comes up. So you get so medical records and so many other things. Perhaps what people think that the blockchain is just crypto, that's just for people who trade, people who buy and sell. Now bringing it down to developers, like how you guys can come in. It is true, like the Web3 ecosystem, which is why I said blockchain is wealth creation, because it has gone beyond just Bitcoin, which was what is like. Blockchain has actually been in existence, but like the first blockchain that really got popular, that people got to know about, was Bitcoin, and that's because it was a payment system. Yeah, they'll say, oh, you can make trustless transactions. Trustless or whatever. What did I just say? You can make permissionless transactions, exactly, without any central body. Tickets. That's like for the Bitcoin. But right now, people can now build protocols. They can now build decentralized applications on the blockchain, which is where we developers, that is where we come in. I'm not a developer. I'm just saying we just play or just act like I'm one of you, even if. So that is where we developers come in, because what we have to do on the blockchain now is to build decentralized applications, which are like the apps that are used to interact on the blockchain. You get, so these decentralized applications, these are apps that are built on blockchains to carry out certain processes, and they are being used for different purposes. For example, Ethereum blockchain, that's like the first blockchain that brought the ability for people to be able to use to build things on the blockchain. That's Ethereum. They were the ones that started it. That is why you see that Ethereum is very popular, just like Bitcoin. So right now, developers can now decide to build a payment system or a payment purpose, like a payment system on the Ethereum blockchain. We could decide to build a lending and borrowing system on the Ethereum blockchain. For those that are game developers, you can build games on the Ethereum blockchain, as well as every other blockchain that allows for people to build on it. For example, what we developers you need to start off, like in the Web3 space in general, like if you want to go into blockchain development, is to at least have knowledge in Solidity, which is like the programming language that is being used in Ethereum. Then there is Rust, which is what Solana blockchain uses. Like those are the two most popular blockchain. Yes, Sukomi, yes, you can build games on the blockchain. I'm coming to that. So back to Solidity and Rust. Like you as a developer, I'm sure you already have knowledge in Python or Java or C Sharp or any of these programming languages. For when you're not coming to the blockchain, you don't need to have to stress yourself so much. You just need to have small knowledge in like a basic knowledge about how the blockchain in general works. Like you need to have general knowledge in it so that when certain things now comes up, you should be able to like know, okay, this protocol is not supposed to function the way this protocol is functioning, or this one is not supposed to function the way this one is functioning. Then you as a developer, if you now want to build, that is where you now need the programming languages like Solidity or Rust. And while you are doing all of these things, now this is the beautiful part of it. You can still as well continue with your normal day-to-day job. Or let's say if you're already working with a particular company as a developer, you can still do all of this. But the blockchain is just a side thing. Like I said, it is not centralized. It is decentralized. Nobody's controlling it, and it's something you can use to operate from anywhere that you're in. Like back to the games. Yes, I said you can build games on the blockchain. In case you're not aware, there's something they call play to earn or play and earn. These are like things that they do like on the block. Like these are games, like games that you come and that they build on the blockchain. And when you are playing these games, you're able to earn money. And that's like one of the sweet parts of the blockchain. For almost everything you do, you're earning money in a way if you actually know in-depth knowledge about it. For someone is asking as a front-end developer, how do I transition into Web3? It is very easy. Number one thing you need to know is the blockchain itself, like what it means. Have the basic knowledge of it. Then after that, like I said, those programming languages that I just mentioned, you get to know like, okay, me as a front-end developer, I've learned this language. How can I now bring it back to my like normal parts that I'm in, like normal stack that I'm into. Know how you can now utilize these languages into it. That's the sweet part about it. You don't need to go in depth. Some people always confuse people by saying, oh, if you want to come into Web3, you have to come and learn everything all around. And the way it's like, if you go to the internet, to be very honest, when you start seeing all of the things there, you'll be so confused. You don't really have to be everywhere. You don't really need to have knowledge in everything. Like I said, you just need that basic knowledge of the blockchain, how it works. Then let's say you want to go into building the apps, for example. You need to know different types of the apps. Let's say if you want to go into the payment side, like decentralized exchanges, for example, just like we have centralized exchanges. For decentralized exchanges, you want to know how to build them. First thing, for me that I'm a developer and I know I want to build a DEX, I will first of all go and look at already existing exchanges, that's decentralized exchanges, and see what they look like. Like, okay, go and check their codes, because that's even the good part about the blockchain. You are able to see a lot of all of these things, how they are built. Like GitHub aside your normal Web2 codes that you see on on GitHub, you can still see a lot of these Web3 codes there, like how certain things were built, like Uniswap. There's what they call Uniswap. There's what they call PancakeSwap. These are examples of decentralized exchanges. You cannot go and read their contract. Like for tokens, for example, each token has a specific thing they call contract address. Now, that contract address is what you use to go to the blockchain to go and find details about. So you see the codes of it. And let me tell you guys some sweet thing. There are some people right now that are making enough money by just reading codes. Like, in the sense that when they go and read the code, they'll not see, oh, there's a loophole in the code. Most times, they'll not just reach out to the developer, that's the creator. It's very easy. They're on Twitter, they're on Telegram, they're on Discord. A lot of these applications, you can reach out to developers of these protocols on the blockchain, and they go and tell them that, oh, I noticed a sort of loophole in your code, and this is how I can help you, this is how we can fix it. And trust me, because they've seen that you know their problem, they will want to like bring you in. There's this guy, there's something that happened on the blockchain space, I think mid this year. I've forgotten the exact protocol, like the exact application where it happened. It's a blockchain protocol, and the guy was able to siphon, I think, $60 million, I think $160 million, something like that, like within those figures from the protocol. He did it. He now reached out to them and let them know that, oh, it was on that day, but this is the funny thing. It's the blockchain. And then again, he was not using, like, it was not like a phone call. It was through one of the social media, like social network. So he just reached out to them. And he told them that, oh, he saw this loophole. He collected their money from them, from their pool. That's like their liquidity pool, where they lock up money. It is not mind about the blockchain. And he told them that he can return this thing to them, but only on one condition, that they just give him time. This guy was literally using their own money to make money, and that is because he has knowledge about how these smart contracts they are being built, how this how programming, like how the web development works, how blockchain development works. And it was not using this money to do what they call lending and borrowing, that normal thing where you go to the bank, you borrow money, this is to do something, probably you want to return, then you return it back to the bank. He was using this protocol's money for this, made his own money from it, and returned their money back to them. And now, I hope you just understood like what just happened. This is somebody that, oh, because he has the knowledge about web development, blockchain development, he was able to go through their code, so that there's a problem in it, and collected money from it, used it for his own purpose, returned their money back to him, but he already cashed out his own, like he made so much money. And there are some people that are working as what they call auditors in the blockchain. Now, the auditors, what they do is they read your smart contracts for you. For those who don't understand what smart contracts are self-executing codes that have been deployed into the computer network to carry out specific purposes. That's like there are rules that have been put in the back end. That's like saying if this person clicks on buy, the protocol, or rather the blockchain protocol or whatever it is, that's transaction is being executed for the person to buy. Person clicks on sell, just normal way that our front end and back end works, where someone just clicks on something, but you don't know that, oh, maybe the code behind it is trying to tell you to do the opposite of it. That's like what smart contracts are. So, and this is something that we always advise people going into the blockchain. Like if you must go into, like if you must interact with any smart contract, that's like it's any website on the blockchain, you have to be careful of the kind of website you go to, especially those ones that has to do with you tying your wallet to it. That's like connecting your own blockchain wallet to it. Because there are some smart contracts, you just click on them and you don't know that the code behind it is trying to tell you that, oh, you've given these people the access to your wallet. And that's why sometimes we hear of all these siphoning of people's funds, where you hear that there are lots of scam going on in the decentralized finance world or in the blockchain world, where people's money are being hijacked from their wallets. It's because most of these people just go and click on websites and connect their wallets to it, and you don't know that, oh, this website was actually meant to come and siphon their wallets. Do you get? So that is like what smart contracts are all about. And that is why I always like, they are for bringing it down to developer side. The auditors, you can be an auditor. What auditors do is they read the code of a particular they read the code of a particular smart contract, yes, and they now give their reports back to the creators and say, okay, maybe it has an error. They'll say there's some smart auditors that read the smart contract, and they'll say, oh, let's say a transaction is meant to collect, let's say, 5% of your gas fee, but the codes, when they check it back end, is collected like 10% of like gas fee. That's like transaction fee. Whenever we are withdrawing money from the bank, there's something called transaction fee that they take. That's like stamp duty and whatnot. Still the same thing on the blockchain. That's like how it works. You need those transaction fees to like power whatever thing that it is that you're doing on the blockchain. So if you're not going to read the smart contract, you now see that instead of the normal 5% tax or 5% transaction fee, it's about 10% that is now being taken out of people's money. You can easily report and say, oh, you read this post contract, there's an error in it, and they are using it to steal people's money. Or you read this people contract and you realize that, oh, instead of normal 5% that's supposed to be going to the bond wallet, that's like an address, a wallet address that nobody uses, no one has access to, but it's going to a specific wallet address somewhere that does not belong to anybody, or rather it belongs to someone, but nobody knows the person. That's the case of what happened for FTX, for example. There's a news that came out that Coindex, they found out that someone from Coindex found out that specific amount of money, like FTT tokens, were in one particular wallet, and it belonged to Alameda Research. Alameda Research is more of like the investment arm of FTX. So if you're someone who understands what they call on-chain analysis is more of like analyzing things that goes on the blockchain. That's like you're able to use a contract address to read a particular contract. Like me, I do it a lot. I'm not a developer, so I don't even understand those codes I see there. But imagine if I was a developer, I could have even been able to tell what this particular code that I'm seeing here means, like if I'm reading them. So most times I just go there to check, okay, how much this particular address is holding, like how much liquidity is tied up in this particular smart contract and whatnot. That's what I go and do in most of those things. Then using people's wallet address, let's say I have Toby's wallet address, for example. With our wallet address, I can easily go to what they call a blockchain explorer, That's like the place where you read how much this particular person has using this particular blockchain. For Ethereum, Ethereum's blockchain explorer is etherscan.org. That's etherscan.org. I could go there and I'll put Toby's Ethereum wallet address there. The moment I do click, I put the wallet address and I click on OK, that's for the page to load. Everything that Toby has in that particular wallet, I can see it. That's why they'll tell you that the blockchain is like an open book. You can see everything that anybody is doing, that anybody is owning. Then, as much as you have access to the person's wallet address, you are able to get it. Same thing, if I have a person's Solana wallet address, I can easily just go to SoulScan, that's soulscan.com, and scan it, and I'm able to see everything that that person is holding. If it's NFT or if it's normal tokens, that's like fungible tokens, like Solana itself, I can be able to say, oh, this person has this NFT, this person has this token, same as Bitcoin. If I have this person's Bitcoin address, I can. So that's why I don't know if you guys are actually so active in on Twitter. There was this guy one time that used to make mouth. I don't want to mention anybody's name. That that always goes on to Twitter to make mouth and insult people, always make mouth that he has money and whatnot. So I don't know how. Okay, I think somebody was not meant to send him money on Twitter, but he didn't know that these people were actually on him. They were telling him, and they just went to go and scan his wallets, and they found out that Baba doesn't even have too much. That's how they now went to read his wallet. They now copied, like, took a screenshot of everything that his wallet had, that all his wallet holdings, and they posted it on Twitter that this is the same person that will come and be dragging people on Twitter. He's so broke, and they're not like rich online but broke in real life. Do you get? So that's how good and how sustainable. So as developers, me rounding up right now, as developers, ways you can make money, you could decide to be building decentralized applications. And how you can do that is by, first of all, learning about the blockchain, like I said at the beginning. Number two, you can now learn about the blockchain programming languages. And the two most important ones are Solidity and Rust. After you've learned, you can now learn, or of course, when you now know the language, you'll be able to like build simple applications on the blockchain. It could be payment application, it could even be games, that's for game developers, people who are gamers. It could be non-fungible tokens, that's NFTs, that's like arts. But this time you're putting a smart contract to it so that, oh, when a person buys it, it gets attached to the person's wallet address. And when you now have this language and you're constantly practicing, sorry, you have this knowledge and you're constantly practicing what you know, trust me, you'll be able to make it from the blockchain, from the comfort of your own. Thank you. I think that will be all from me. If anyone has any question, I'll be happy to take them.
Thank you, Sarah. That's I thank you so much for that session. Yeah, sorry about the slide technical issues about our slides. So we are really looking forward to we having a slide and share it with all the participants. So guys, you will still have the slide. We'll share it. I mean, if you register using the registration link, of course, we have your email, and then we can be able to share the slide with you guys after the event. Thank you, Sarah. I don't know if there is any questions on the comment section so that we can treat it before we go. Questions. I believe Sarah is still here to take questions. Questions. Slide is very important on OS. Of course, you will get it. Everyone will get it once you register on the link. I mean, using the registration link. Well, of course, we have your email. Big shout out to everyone engaging the session. Thank you, Sarah. I don't think there's any question on the comment section that I can actually pick up right now. Right. Token are built on blockchains. Yes. Sarah, do you want to make justification to that? Tokens are built on blockchain.
Okay. Yes, tokens are built on the blockchain, but like specific to the type of blockchain. Sorry, I didn't say this at the beginning. I think I saw that. I was like, as time goes on, I will like explain that. In crypto space, like, because now you're talking about crypto is just like a tiny part of the blockchain. For those who think the blockchain is just crypto, like it's just one part. And there are two major types of crypto, which is coins and tokens. Now, coins are cryptocurrencies that are native to their own blockchain. For example, Ethereum blockchain. We all know when we say people have Ethereum, that's like the cryptocurrency in their wallets. That's it's called Ether. The name is ETH. That's the real name. Just
Yeah.
because of the blockchain, that's why people call it Ethereum too. Then for tokens, these are cryptocurrencies that are built on a blockchain. Do you get? That's like the difference between a coin and a token, but people tend to like mistake one for the other. Examples of coins now, we have what they call AVE, AAVE. AVE is a token that is built like it's a multi-chain sort of token. It's on Ethereum, and somehow you also have access to it through Binance blockchain. Then there is what they call Pancake. Pancake is the token of a decentralized exchange that is built on Ethereum. That's like just like your normal exchange as a bank where you can go and buy and sell tokens. Exactly. So it has its own token called Pancake. For Uniswap, which is a very, very popular one, we have Uni token, which is like the token of that powers the Uniswap decentralized exchange. So like that's like the difference between coins and tokens. So yes, tokens are built on a specific blockchain. Then someone says, can you share with us examples of DeFi platforms? Of course, like the Uniswap I mentioned now is a decentralized exchange. Uniswap. You could go and read on it, like go on Google to find out about it. There's Uniswap, there is Pancake Swap, there is AAVE, AAVE. Some people will say it's IVE. I don't know how people pronounce, but it's actually AVE, that's correct pronunciation. AAVE. Then there is Venus. Venus is a lending and borrowing platform. Here you can go and borrow cryptocurrency. Let's say you need crypto to do something. That's in Venus. Then there is sushi. There's sushi swap, sushi that we eat, that normal sushi. Exactly. Sushi swap. Then there is which one is that I've not mentioned? DYDX. DYDX is more of like a leverage trading platform, but it's a DeFi platform. Then this one says the next person says, do you know any resources you can recommend for someone wanting to transition into Web3? Of course. I don't know if you know about Web3, Learn Web3 DAO. It's a DAO that educates people that basically for developers. Let's say you really want to go into development part, and it's for free. If you go and register at Learn Web3 DAO, just go online to search for Learn Web3 DAO. They teach for free. Like for those who already have knowledge in Web2, you want to come into Web3, you just get to like transition easily. You just see the things you need to learn and you follow, take out the classes there. Then there is Women in DeFi community, which is like my community, but it's strictly for females. Yeah, we educate females about the Web3 ecosystem. Let's say you already have a specific skill that you're already doing and you want to migrate, bring it into the Web3 ecosystem. We'll teach you, oh, okay, this is how to do it. You're a content writer, you can see bring it into Web3. This is the difference between normal ones that you do for Web in Web2 space and now the one for Web3 space. If you're a product designer, which is like the session we're starting by January, for those I don't know if we've observed that Web3 protocols and the interface, they're always different from typical Web2 ones. Like, so these are the things that we teach in Women in DeFi for females who really want to learn. You can now hop in and we'll help you transition into the Web3 ecosystem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. That's a lot of amazing resources that you dish out to the audience today. I believe a lot of people are grabbing all these resources. So for like Sarah had mentioned, you can find the link to the Learn Web3 DAO. Yeah, I dropped the link. So I'm just going to show it on the screen. So it's learnweb3.io. So you can go there to start your blockchain journey right now. So thank you, Sarah, for this awesome session. We really, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for taking our time, for spending this little time of yours with us. Thank you so much. And I believe the audience appreciating on their behalf as well. Yeah, thank you so much. So thank you guys. That's a very, very wonderful session out there talking about talking about crypto, Web3, your transition into becoming a blockchain or Web3 developer, right? Thank you so much. So I believe we are tweeting. I believe we have some by now. I believe that the social media space is, I mean, is checking at the moment to know that something is going on right now somewhere around the globe, right? So the next session I want to go into, I want to check maybe truly we've been saying some things about this event, right? So which is more or less like a giveaway session, whereby we have to appreciate some people that are participating at the moment, sharing knowledge about what they are learning, telling the whole world about what they are learning. Yeah, this is the time for us to appreciate that. I will not be doing this alone, right? I'll not be doing this alone. I'll be bringing in Slick to join me to do this as well. Bringing Slick to the stage. Hi, Slick, are you there?
Hi, hi, SK. Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
It's going on well. Excitement is
Yeah,
going on, as you can see the
I can see you
interactions
on
on
the
the comment
stage.
section.
Yeah, I can see you on the stage. The only thing remaining is just a cup of champagne.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The excitement is going on from every angle of this event right now, and everyone joining us around your world.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Yeah. So thank you for that. So quick one, we just want to do just one quick giveaway before we're still going to have another giveaway section. So this one we just want to appreciate some of our amazing engaging attendees right now who has been doing amazing stuff over this social medias, both in on Twitter and also on this chat box, which has actually been really really amazing. Big shout out to you. So the first person, we just have two people for us which we're actually going to give a giveaway to. So please, uh, you are going to tell us what chapter you're joining us from, the chapter you heard. So you have two giveaways to give you out. So the first person is Ogunkoya Tobi Adenike from the Twitter. He has tweeted over, I think, over 3 to 4 tweets, which is actually amazing. Over, I mean, like 5 tweets, which is really great, and with a lot of engagement already. So congratulations to you, uh, Ogunkoya Tobi Adenike. Congratulations to you. Big shout out to you. I think you show some excitement on the group on the comment section. Yeah, you. I saw David saying you actually going to be our next class captain. I mean, that's really amazing. It's beautiful to see how engaging you are, and we really appreciate that. Awesome stuff. So you're actually going to get a shirt in your next GDG event you're attending of your chapter. Your chapter organizer is going to give you a shirt from your next GD event. Just tell us the chapter you're representing or your location you are, then we can get this to you. Then also you will be entitled to a JetBrains license that you can use worth $500. You can use the JetBrains license if you're a developer. You can use it to use for any of your IDEs, JetBrains IDEs. So you are actually entitled to that. So a
That's
big shout out to you.
sorry, that's PHP Storm. If you're a developer using PHP Storm to develop, that's a PHP developer for .NET. People .NET guys in the comment section. So there is also the license also covers Rider. You know Rider for those .NET guys. You know Rider
Yeah.
is super amazing and powerful IDE out there competing with Visual Studio. All right,
Yeah.
so also WebStorm for JavaScript developers,
Webstorm. Yeah.
and also IntelliJ for Java developers, for Kotlin developers out there, right? So you can use that license for that as well. Yeah. Over to you,
Yeah.
Slick.
Yeah, thank you so much for actually demystifying that product of how they can get to use JetBrains license. So JetBrains license is one of the best IDs in the world. They're also one of the creator of Android Studio for building Android apps. So you can actually get to use IntelliJs and etc. And the license is actually very expensive. So please use it well, over 500 US dollars. So please use it here well. Then also our second winner for the day is Lewis Tanguwa. Big shout out to Lewis. He has also been very engaging both on Twitter and on the group chat. I've seen a couple of his tweets. Amazing stuff. Big shout out to you, Lewis, wherever you are. Let us know the location you are. You're the organizer of the GDG. We send a shirt to you as well. And also you will get a JetBrains license all for free. So big shout out to you. Keep engaging the post, keep using the hashtag, and I will see more exciting stuff from you guys. So big congratulations. Back to you, SK, and let's take it up from there. Keep engaging the post.
All right, thank you, Slick, for that session. Giveaways. I know some people are really, really excited about the some people got shirts. Please when you are getting all this your bonus, please remember me in your kingdom. Please and please, please and please. Toby and the Lewis, please. JetBrains ID license. We are sharing it together. Please. Congratulations to you guys. Remember me in your kingdom, please. All right. So while we are bringing, we'll be going into the second session. But before we do that, we are trying to get the our speakers slide ready. So while we are doing that, I think it's another time for us to okay the next session. So we're trying to get the speaker ready for this session. Congratulations to you guys. Let's keep the comment session. Let's keep the interaction comment session up, please and please. So you might be the next winner. Please don't. So I believe so. If you want to, if you want to be the next winner to win the JetBrain license, let me just see let me see your thumbs up. You want to be the next, and I will tell you how you can get it. I will tell you. I promise you, I will tell you how you can get it. Just let me see your emoji thumbs up on the chat on the comment section. I will tell you how you can get it. I will tell you how you can get it. Nothing. I think okay. Maybe I should assume that you don't need it, right? Anybody? I think I will have to ask some questions while we are getting the second speaker ready for the next session. David, I don't understand that emoji, right? Because I am ready, I am happy to give out JetBrains license today, right? I'm happy to give it out today, but you just have to do one thing for me, right? Which is just talking about this event. It's simple. The process is simple. Just pick up your phone, pick up your phone, pick up your phone, open your Twitter. You can even you can even you can even snap yourself using the Twitter app directly from Twitter and just say something about Sarah's session and just put the hashtag. If you don't remember the hashtag again, I'm going to post it on the screen for you to see. Sarah has mentioned different platforms that we can actually use for that's different platforms, different tokens, different coin for decentralized finance, different tokens, right? So let's talk about it. She talked about the definition of we talk about the all right. So I think I get a permission to proceed. So bringing on the next speaker. Okay, we are trying, sorry for the technical issues. We are trying to sort the speaker slide so that we can bring it up to you guys, right? Why this is coming up, why we're trying to sort it out, and let us give us some little jams to get us, to keep us cool, to calm us down, right? So let's see the trades going on. But while I quickly step into up, bring the speaker slide, and then we can continue. right. I believe you guys enjoyed that jam, right? It's so cool for me, and I really enjoyed that jam because it matches my mood right now, right? So we'll be bringing up the next speaker. So we'll have to, as the second session, we'll have to wait so that we can get the slide sorted out because we want you guys to be able to move on with the slide that the speaker is talking so that everything can be flowing together. Right now, I'll move on to the third session, bringing up Kevin Bauer to come and talk to us about another exciting session, right? So before we bring Kevin on stage, if you love the sound, exactly, that's true. If you love the sound, let me see some excitement from you guys because I think it's a cool jam. Honestly speaking, to be honest, I think it's a cool jam. If you enjoy it like I do, please let me know in the comment section. If I'm not doing well as well, you can give me feedback. I love to take feedback. Please and please give me feedback. All right. So while I bring Kevin to the stage. I'm super excited right now about Kevin's session. Kevin is an entrepreneur working at the intersection of science, design, and technology. Trust me, I believe we are going to learn a lot looking at this combination session, science, design, and technology. You know, everything. This man carried everything. If you're excited, if you are looking forward and you're excited about Kevin's session, can let me see some emoji, let me see some excitement in the comment section. I can't just wait. So while we are dropping those interactions, let me tell us what's about Calvin's profile, right? So let me do it this way so that we can all see clearly, right? Okay. So Kevin runs a brand and digital product studio called Huge, right? Partnering with design-led venture capital, private equity, and funders on the idea that shape our collective future. He is also an investor in early-stage ideas and exceptional funders love to travel. Hmm, that's a whole lot, man. Massive. He's passionate about health and education and obsess over good life experiences. I'm very, very sure that we are about to go into another good life experience session because Kevin made it known to us that he is obsessed with over good life experiences. He's an early investor, a founder, a digital products design studio, brand management, digital studio. That's a whole lot. Partnering with design-led venture capital. Give it up to Kevin as I bring Kevin to the stage to join us. Let me see some interaction. If I don't see any interaction, I'm not going to bring Kevin to the stage. Please and please. This is massive. Hi, Kevin.
Hello everyone. Can you confirm to hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see your face. We really would love to see your
Okay.
face.
So in my profile you mentioned love to travel. I'm currently on transit and
Wow.
I am leaving Abuja for Jos. I just parked by the road to have this session.
Wow.
Well, you can see my face. I am in the car, so we would have this as quick as possible. But of course, we are going to uh, be educative at least to an extent. So I listened to Sarah's talk and that was very beautiful. Kudos to you, Sarah. And she mentioned a lot of things that would relate to some of the things we are talking about. My slide is not ready, but I was able to prepare four things quickly before, um, sorry, on my trip. So about Kelvin,
Thank
there's
you,
nothing much.
Kevin.
Okay.
Thank you, Kevin. Slow down, slow down, slow down. All right. So I don't know. I will really because this man is right on the road right now, traveling. We said in his profile that he loves traveling, and yes, when you said caught in the act, this is a definition of caught in the act, right? So thank you, Kevin, for taking out time We know how this can be, the journey these days. So thank you for standing with us and then trying to deliver this talk to the people, to everyone out there today that currently joined us on today's session. Thank you so much. Over to you, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So today we'll talk about web performance and particularly, hold on. So when we talk about web performance, sorry, my slide is rendered in portraits and not landscape. So when we talk about web performance, we are talking about multiple items. Can I permission to turn off my cam for a bit? So when we talk about web performance, there are many aspects to that. And it could be component modeling, it could be routing and transitioning, it could be rendering and loading, it could be data state management. Today we'd focus on rendering and loading. And we're going to use Google's Core Vitals as our yardstick. I have built applications for big medias, and I am going to just display what some of our metrics are. I just picked 1 month metrics for one of the applications I manage, and we have 5.7 million users. We have roughly around 3.8 new users monthly, and we present at least 30.7 million page views monthly and 17.4 million sessions. Building large scale application, especially for Africa, is different from what we would find anywhere else and in places like uh, Europe, the America, and all. And this because we have a very peculiar case here, which is connectivity and infrastructure. It is overly important for us not to over engineer. And here's why I speak on this. When you're building for the next billion users, and when I say the next billion users, I'm talking about uh, Africa. We are not in America, we are not in Europe, and our cases are different. So we have to think about our technophones, we have to think about our Infinix, our sorry, I'm not dissing anyone here in case we're using these phones, but we are saying while phones are becoming more performant, they are not necessarily the case for everyone, and especially the larger number of us using these devices. In urban areas, yes, we can talk about that, but the number and the population in the rural area compared to the urban area is a fraction. So when we're building some of these applications, we have to think of the bigger number. And that brings us to interesting topics like, that brings us to, hold on, please. That brings us to interesting topics like our frameworks and libraries, front end particularly. Today I decided to focus on front end and not the entire web application. We would have spoken on the server layer or the back end data layer, but today we are focusing on the front end since that's the presentation layer and that's what we all see. So we have before now, when it was Web 1.0, we built our website as plain HTMLs. You do your HTML with a little CSS. We didn't have JavaScript then, and our sites were very fast because we are shipping HTML, pure HTML to the users. We didn't have as much issues as we have now. Later on, we had the need for interactivity, and then the Web 2.0 came along. We all loved the Web 2.0, and it was novel and it was epic, and that gave birth to what we call social media now. Um YouTube wouldn't have existed, because we would have to find ways around displaying videos or real-time technologies, and that's because um, we would use, at the time we had plugins, embeddable plugins like the Adobe Acrobat and Adobe Flash, Microwave, and all of this, just to play videos. The Web 2.0 sort of made things a lot easier with the introduction of HTML5 and all. Uh, that said, we wanted more. We wanted more interactivity. We wanted to multitask. Thank you very much, Adobe Flash. At the time, it was even still Micromedia Flash. That's David. Before even Adobe acquired Micromedia, that was long ago. So we wanted to multitask. We needed abilities to chat and respond in real time and all of this. So we had the Web 2.0, and we're excited about it. But that came with its own challenges, and that is bundle sizing. Um, a typical Web 2.0 um, web application was around 100, between 80 and 100 kilobytes at the time it started. Um, Before then, for a Web 1.0, the entire web application would not even be up to 20 kilobytes. But if one page was ranging between 80 to 100 kilobytes to load, that didn't really seem like a problem, because we had just recently moved from edge network 2G to 3G, and that felt good. And again, not everyone got on 3G. Not everyone got on 3G, because when we come to adoption, it's not the same across the world. We are a bit slower in adoption in Africa, and that is really important to our devs. I know we are excited about new technologies. We are excited about, oh, today we have Stealth, we have React, we have Angular and all, and we just want to jump on that. But we really do not answer some of the vital questions, like who are we building for, and how do we reach as much people as possible. So these questions are very important. Sometimes our managers will push to ask these questions, but when engineers have these questions at the back of their mind, that makes it a lot easier for whatever organizations we are working for. So we got into this mess, and across the years, these bundle sizes kept increasing, from 100 to 200 to 300. Right now, we are at 400. So when you build a client application, so we are going to have to talk about client side application. We are going to talk about server side application, and a hybrid version of a client and a server side. And again, what we now call static site generations. There are trade-offs, importance, there are trade-offs, and using Google Core Vitals would explain their differences and a middle ground to where we can actually sit. So we started building client-side application. JavaScript became the go-to language, the de facto language for front-end development. It still is, of course, even though we're trying to push for other technologies. JavaScript is still the de facto language for front-end development. So client-side application now is an issue, because um, we have metrics that we use in measuring sites, and first paint, first time to interaction, and a lot of them. We're going to touch on them briefly. And I hope Sarah is on this call, because she kept mentioning the tech guys. I hope I don't bore non-technical people, and I will try to be as easy and calm as possible for the non-techies to understand. But I'm going to tell non-techies currently live that these things are not as hard as we seem. They are just terminologies. So let's not think, oh, he is speaking another language. I will try to be as simple as possible. So I might not necessarily mention everything that relates to web performances. Sorry, Google Core Vitals, but I will touch on them briefly on the surface. So CSR, sorry, clients rendered pages would the reason why they are bad and why they are good. So we'll start with why they are good. They are very interactive. So when you're looking for a highly interactive application, you reach for a client-side application, and they feel fast. So here is why it ships the entire website and makes subsequent requests as asynchronously, and that makes it feel very instant, um, very fast. We tend to say, oh, client side applications are faster. That's true and not really true. There is what we consider fast and is perceived performance. There's actual performance and perceived performance, and sometimes a good UX experience would make the user not differentiate between that or even pick the later for the first one, right? So we can include indicators like loading, like be patient, we are loading your content, and all these indicators makes it feel like it is fast because we have seen something. So we have a first paint, we have a content on screen, and then it's good to just wait. Whereas a server version might just give us a blank page and then just appear at once without necessarily waiting to load other items. That sometimes is a bad user experience because we have not seen anything and we're just waiting. We have just a maximum of 3 seconds before we decide and conclude whether an application is fast or not. So we have the good part, and the bad part is now the sizing, which is 400 kilobytes. What happens is when you visit a client's application, you have just one DOM element, and most times is called root. Some frameworks will call it main, some will call it app, and some will just call it root. It That's the only item we have there. And some frameworks would sort of hack it to put a loader there that says something else is coming. What's happening is over the network. I think I have a slide for that. So what's happening here? What's happening is when you make a network request, this bundle size has to load. When you visit your domain, hit your HTTP and all, you get a response back. It is blank until this bundle size loads. If you are on a 2G network and this bundle size is about 300 kilobytes, you have to wait for at least 30 to 60 seconds before this is loaded. While you're waiting, you are not interacting or doing anything. You're just there looking at a loader loading. And once it's loaded, it renders your application. Once this renders your application, sorry. So once this renders your application, the next thing is to start interacting with the application, with your website, whatever. If you're clicking your registration page, if you're going to your profile, if you're loading whatever interaction. While doing that, if you have other chunks, that's where we have chunking now. If you have other chunks of partial content, this would take just as much time, or of course lesser time, because they are smaller chunks, but this will still take time to load, and your whole application is displayed with just loading indicators everywhere. We in the urban areas would not see this, would not experience this because we have fast network. And thankfully, in Nigeria and I think in South Africa and some parts of Africa, we're already using the 5G network. We would not even see the loading indicator. It's very fast and all. But let's think about people in different areas. So Lewis spoke about having to download Java on Symbian phones and web days. Yes, so it was hell before the Web 2.0, right? It was really hell, but thankfully we're here, and now we're in Web 3.0. I wish Sarah would come back and tell us how Web 3.0 and the front end would actually merge. So back to our discussion. We are gradually moving back to we are gradually moving back to the good old days, and now applications frameworks are saying, oh, we have something called server rendered pages. What server rendered pages do now is, instead of having to load this um, bundle to say, oh, get your website, then get a JavaScript. JavaScript will not pass your web application until it's done, and then give us your web application. The server does this. The server is faster in a way, because it has more resources. Of course, it would pass this and send you your web page without necessarily needing to load JavaScript. The downside with a server-side application is now that it would not be interactive. But is it faster? It was supposed to be faster, but it is not. If your server is not optimized for performance, you would wait just as long, and you have a worse experience than even the client side rendering. So what's the workaround here? In recent years, not very recent though, we have come to agree that, we have come to say, okay, we know we have the good sides of a server application and we have the bad side of a server application. The same applies to a client application. How do we pick the good sides and build upon them? And this time around, we said, well, we'll build a hybrid application and just hydrate all the content. And that's what we call it, a server side. There are different names to them, right? But it's just a hybrid application. But some applications will call them static site generation, some will call them incremental static site generation, and all of this, right? What this does is it sends you a part of your application that does not need JavaScript instant instantly. So when you load your page, you get it as fast as you can. If we were going to talk about our infrastructure, we'll start talking about edge computing and why that has still made the hybrid web application a lot faster. But that's for another event. For this event, we are still focused on front end. So the hybrid application now sends down your statically generated site. And this, there are two ways we can render our applications. We can pre-render them and make them fully static. So these are faster and better most times for SEO. The server application too, one of its core advantages is for SEO, and that's because boot crawling can only read HTML and not your blank JavaScript. Even though Google is advanced enough to read that, there are other crawlers that are unable to do that. So our hybrid application, this hybrid application now is what we now build upon, and we have best of both worlds. We have our interactivity and we have our performance. Why are we talking about all of this, and why is it important? This is important because Africa, again, I am going to repeat this statement, is not the West. We have very different environment. We as techies, engineers especially, love to be very excited about new technologies and want to get on everything. Like Sarah said earlier about the blockchain. The blockchain really is it's good. It has helped a lot of youth, especially in Africa and all. Um, we used it mainly to trade. However, the use cases to even solve the problem are still unscratched and all. And that's the same thing that applies to our web applications. We just want to keep building fancy, beautiful, attractive websites. Those are good. Of course, I have been a product designer for a long time. I started out as a UI designer. I loved the whole beautiful web applications and all. When I was asked the question, how many people use your application? Can you build an application that over 1 million people use a day? Then you start to ask the real questions, because this application that loads is very fast. This application that loads very fast and ships down 300 kilobytes looks trivial until you are serving 10 million people 300 kilobytes. When you calculate that, the amount of data that is passed over the wire and what your server is responding to, the pain of your users, and all, you would empathize with them. And that's what engineers do. Engineers would empathize with people that use our products and all. And in doing that, we have to put ourselves in the shoe. I would advise engineers on this channel to always test their applications on 2G, because that's the reality of the number of people using your application. I am currently on a trip and there's no network on this road. If these streaming services were not good enough, I would not even be here talking. I am on a 3G network, not even 4G, but I think I am able to be heard clearly by everyone and even share slides or even my videos. So that's bringing us to the end of our talk. I wish I could stay longer. I wish I was more relaxed to talk about everything, but I am glad I've been able to say some things. And thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Kevin. Don't go yet. I believe there are questions. I believe there are questions. Thank you so much for that session. I think I love that session of yours, that topic, building for the next billion users. This is topic that I think that has been that people has been talking about for over a decade now, right? So because we keep on seeing there is need for us to build something optimal for build to be accessible for billion users and around the whole world, right? So and thank God for the new web updates from Google. That's Web Core Vitals. I think I spoke about it one of the events, one of our events, sometimes in August. Yeah, I think so. Just let me just check the chat if there is any question for you. We are building for the next. Okay, okay. I don't think there's any question for Kelvin before you go. Okay. But don't have the network. Okay. So thank you, Kevin. I believe your session is well understood from the participant session. I mean, because I can't find any question, maybe that means everybody understood your session so much. So I think it's something that everybody can relate with majorly. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you so much. Bye. All right. So we're about to enter another session. This is fun time. Maybe not fun time, game time, right? So I'll be bringing Nasi on the stage to handle the game session with us. But guys, don't go yet. We'll be having another session right after this, which is the last session for today. Which is, let me just give you a tip. So it's about how you can get started in Web3 and cryptocurrency. For those people that wants to learn more about cryptocurrency, like I mentioned, Web 3.0, we talk about cryptocurrency and a whole lot of things. So that's the next session. All right. So Nassim, over to you. How are you doing today?
Hello, everyone. How have you all been? I mean, it's really, really nice to see some virtual faces that I used to see in our previous events. Well, it's been wonderful. Before I go into the game session, yes, there are two things have wowed my mind since this event started. And the first being, the ratio, please, so the guys here, you won't mind. I love hyping ladies a lot. Now, what wowed my mind first is the ratio of the female speakers we have to the guys. Man, I mean, 2 to 1. It's really mind blowing. I mean, really, really mind blowing. And the female speakers we have today, Sarah and Queen Helen, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. I celebrate you a whole lot. I celebrate you. Now, quickly to our game time. All right. SK, can we have this slide on? Okay, it's very simple. It's very simple. Left to me, I really would want for this game to extend a bit longer, but because of our time, we have to cut that African time scene. It starts from somewhere. So we're only going to have this now. Now, before I tell you what to do, now this is what will happen. After I give you the rules, I mean the way you go about this, all I just need from this is within the next, yes, I think I'm going to tell us. We have just 2 minutes to name this. This popular game, four picture, I think 4 picks, 1 word. Now we have just 2 picks, 1 word. 3 of that. So all you're just going to do for me is, please do not start pasting your answers yet. Please hold on. You start when it's time. Now you're just going to name these pictures. They're just 3 words. So you're just going to name these pictures, and whoever comes first, that is, whoever pays the correct answer first within the specified time, will get. Okay, it's a special giveaway you get. What you get is, please, our organizers, our team, please, the winner will have 2 minutes of fame. So after the winner has been chosen, then the winner will send thank you people, thanks for welcoming me. I'm just saying that, thank you very much. Even SK did not tell them to welcome me, but thank you for welcoming me.
Of
Now,
course, everybody is looking forward to your session because it's game time, and I'm very sure everyone is excited to have you on board to handle it.
I'm excited to meet you. All right, so whoever wins, you paste your information. I think I will have to link you up with one of the organizers, so you send your picture, and before this event is over, we will give you your 2 minutes of fame. And I'm sure that Slick and David and SK will also have gifts for the winner. So now the time is 5:40. So by 5:42, you stop. So your time starts now.
Okay, it seems to be like an examination time.
Pictures you can relate with. Web3 or not Web3?
We are all talking about web.
There are pictures you can relate with. So answer away while we wait. I'm feeling pressed to actually to give you a hint, but I won't.
Shape family camera.
Mm.
Okay, someone is trying.
You can try, or you have trials. I mean, you can have as many trials as you want within the specified time. So as you think, as you brainstorm, it's actually a brain teaser. So as you brainstorm, you can keep posting. Mm, mm.
I really
Wow.
want to see the person that will win
Yes,
this
people.
session.
Oh, I think you're not getting it. We have three. I mean, we have three pictures. The first one. I mean, there are two pictures, one word in three places. Because I can see that nobody is talking about the picture. That one looking like a web. Nobody is talking about it. It is part of the picture. It's two pictures, one word. Two pictures, one word. Two pictures, one word. Let's go.
So I think we need to give them a tip, right, Nancy? So it's
Okay.
meant to be
Okay.
like,
The simple tip I'll just give you is
yeah, thank you.
everything is related to what we're doing today. Related to our theme. Yes.
Wow,
Today's theme. I think I
I
tried,
really
but I
wish I
think
can help.
don't do not help me. Do
Two
not help.
pictures, one word, right? So that's the tip. So just like dash maybe.
Hamsters can you play? Well, you can play, but you will not get the gift. Okay, well, you will get the 2 minutes of fame, but no giveaway because you're on the team.
I should be able to play too.
Oh wow, don't be. No, that's okay. You're not playing. You're definitely not playing. Definitely not playing. Nah, nah.
All right.
Our time is
Whoa.
going. Our time is going. Our time is
One
up
minute
already.
to go. One
Oh
minute to
wow.
go.
SK, what do you think we do? No, one
Nobody
minute.
got it.
Nah.
Nobody got it. Family
Okay, another.
photo? No.
Oh, SK. Oh God, SK already bought. Okay, I was going to give the T, but SK already gave the T. Web. So meaning the three pictures start with web. The word starts with web. Web something, web something, web something, and it has to do
Web,
with what we're doing here today.
web. So
Yeah,
find
web
the
something.
combination. The first one is web and one words, right? The second
Yeah,
web and one word. The
web
third one
something.
web and combination of the two words.
Let's go. So you have an extra minute.
I think that's a lot of tips, right?
What's your first name?
Guys, let's do this.
No one won. So nobody is getting any second of fame today except myself. Because I'm going to
Mm,
provide the answers. So I'm getting the fame. Let's
maybe
go.
not you. I
All
thought
right.
you want to provide the answer.
Okay. Well, let's leave that to SK.
So you're already giving tips, a lot of tips for you guys. Web C underscore M. Wow, that's Victoria. Okay.
Mm.
Web CCC. Ah, what's the meaning of Web CCC? Is that a word in your dictionary? Come on.
Hmm.
Oh,
Okay,
hmm.
Dave.
Smart
Okay,
move.
Dave.
That's a
Okay.
smart
I
move
think
right
we'll give
there.
uh
Web
hmm.
sheet, web people, webcam. People are
Oh
waking
wow.
up. I
Oh
love
wow.
this.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
love
keep
this.
trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Any
Web.
other person? I think I'll do a countdown 1 to 10. And
All
after
right.
10, okay, one. Oh, count down 10 to 1, right?
Time up.
10. Ah,
Time up.
I was being
Time
nice.
up.
I was being nice.
Time
Oh,
up.
webcam. Okay. Well, let me hand over to Reskin to do justice.
All right. So unfortunately, do we have any winner in the house, Nasi? So I think I will still ask you to do the
Hmm.
do we have any winner in the house? I think
Yeah. We only have someone with, no, two people with a try. Or three
two
people.
people will try.
Well, it's not even up to half. So we're not
All
counting
right.
that.
The first one, I'm going to drop the answers on the chat. So web shuffling. That's the first one right there.
Uh-huh. Console yourself.
Boom.
Yep.
Web
Yep.
shuffling. That's number one. Two,
Website.
let me console myself. For those people that mention webcam, congratulations to you guys. But that seems to be like I don't know what Nasa
Yeah.
is going to do about that. The second one is web cluster dam.
Okay, star.
That's the second one.
Yep.
That's the second answer. So how do we get web cluster jam? So we have the web emoji. and people, right? Which means clustering together like a family. So that's it. That's how we come about web cluster jam. And the third one is webcam, like some people have mentioned. So you guys are correct for webcam. So guys, that's the answer. Number one, web shuffling, web cluster jam, and webcam.
It
That is
should be
not well.
surfing now. Or water.
That's it.
Like, see now, it's surfing.
All right. Got almost to try.
Yeah,
You
that's
keep. I
it.
mean, so I think we have. Um, I think I'll bring Slick to the stage. So let's Slick make justice to this because I don't want us to do partiality, right? So let's say for those people that mentioned webcam. So Slick, are you with us?
Yeah,
Um,
pretty much. It's a bit I don't think I'm that happy that we only have one guest out of the three, and somebody said I almost got two. Amazing. Yes, pretty much it's a good try. So for all the people that actually try, we're actually going to get your emails, and we're going to send you an email regarding what we are going to give you. I think I have just Obeyday just will. So regarding that. So thank you for joining these games. I mean, we can also try later to actually have some exciting more stuff. But as of time now, we're running out of time. We would love to bring up our next speaker, which is the crypto guru. So back to you, SK. Let's proceed with next thing.
All right. Thank you. So let's quickly do this. Quickly. Okay. So we'll be bringing up our next speaker. So before we do that, let's do it this way. All right. So our next speaker, Queen Ellen Ajibike, the founder of blockchain Emo, right? So I think Queen is here with us. Just before Queen join us, let me quickly read her profile. So she's the founder of Blockchain Emo, and Ellen is also known as the Crypto Dogen. She is a blockchain enthusiast and an expert in CV creation. Yeah, thank you, Peace, Queen, for joining us. Don't worry, I'm already mistaking your name for Queen. I mean, for Peace. So, Queen, thank you for joining us. Guys, I want to see some interactions on the um, drop your favorite emoji if you are excited to have Queen to deliver our own session to us. Thank you, Queen. As I bring Queen to the stage, can you welcome Queen, please? Hi, Queen. How are you doing? Crypto Doyen, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I correct. I mean, I mentioned that correctly. Hi, Queen. Can you hear me? Network issues. Not now. Can you hear me? Hello. We can't hear you. Maybe your mic. You might want to try unmute. I just unmuted you. Queen. I think we're having technical issues with Queen's mic. I mean, maybe mic. Your mic is muted. Hi, Queen. Can you hear us? Okay, while Queen is coming up, so Queen will be talking to us about um, cryptocurrency, right? How you can get started. So let me just get a slide up. All right. Okay, getting started with Web3 and crypto job. So that's what Queen will be talking to us about today. Queen, your mic is muted, so just unmute your mic and let's get started. Thank you. We can't hear you, but we can see the gesture that you're talking, that you're saying something, but we can't hear you. Okay, while we are trying to get Queen, I will go back to our jam and play some jam for us. Okay. Hi, Queen. Can you hear us? We still can't hear you. Maybe you might want to leave the stage and try to rejoin back. Or better still, check the settings. Click on the settings on your screen and check that you are using the right audio device on your device.
Can you guys hear me now? Please tell me you
Oh,
can hear me.
welcome, Queen. We can hear you now.
Finally,
Oh,
let's clap.
bravo! You did this. Wow. Wow.
My
Nice. Nice.
shepherd, I thought it was my village people that was following me
Wow.
this evening.
Oh, really? The village people does not have place today in Cluster Jam. So that's it. Welcome. Over to
Thank
you.
you
Yeah.
so much. All right. Good evening, everybody. I've been here from the beginning, and I like the excitement in the comment section. See that everybody is having fun, right? And learning ought to be fun. So, I'm very excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me, Web Cluster Jam. So, we'll go straight into what we have today. Right, we've heard a lot about blockchain, Web3, crypto development, and now we're going to be talking about the parts where we love so much, the making money parts, how to get jobs in crypto space, how to get money, jobs in Web3, right? So I know that a lot of us here must have different career paths in the crypto space, or no, maybe you're not even into Web3, right? Let's say you're just a regular person who is either doing, let's say, content writing or blockchain development or something. You're doing something that is not Web3 or crypto, even blockchain that I mentioned related, right? But you want to be able to, make money from the space. You want to be able to, bring what you know from the Web2 into the Web3 space. So this session is going to be quick and fun, right? I like talking about jobs because I feel like over the couple of months that I've been creating CVs for people, I've got to be able to meet people who are in different career paths and those who are also transitioning from Web2 to Web3. And it's been fun. So we'll get started. You can see my screen, right? So getting started with Web3 and crypto jobs. For a bit, I like to say that when it comes to Web3, right? Apart from blockchain, crypto, there's also the part in Web3 that involves artificial intelligence and machine learning. That's why if you've been following the news within the week or within this week, last week, you'll be hearing about AI, artificial intelligence, and bots being able to do certain roles in some companies that people are supposed to, right? Robots are taking over our jobs and all of that. So today, apart from just learning how to get Web3 jobs, you also be learning how to um, get your jobs and make sure that robots don't take your roles from you. So crypto jobs are just being able to give services, just like Sarah mentioned. She gave a detailed analysis of what blockchain is and what Web3 is. Now, without that understanding of what Web3 is, I like to now break it down to the roles that you're playing. Let's say currently you're a graphic designer. You create graphics for food brands, I don't know, any brand that comes to mind, right? You create graphics for them. Now, how do you transition from a regular graphic designer into a Web3 graphic designer? How do you brand yourself and say that I am now a graphics designer for Web3 brands, I'm a graphic designer for blockchain companies? What should be done? What are you required to do? And the things that you should do, right? Moving on, if you can help me move my slides a little bit. So, what kind of jobs are there in Web3? So, you'll be thinking, what are available roles in Web3? Is it something other than what you know before? No, seriously. the roles that are available in Web3 are similar to the ones in Web2. There is content writing, business development, back-end, front-end development, all of these things. In fact, all of the roles that are available in the regular job market in the internet normally, if they are applicable in the Web3 space as visual assistants, name it. You can just give me different roles in the space. Even okay, let's start with this. If there's a particular role or career path that you're toiling right now, you can just type it in the comment section. Let me see different people in their fields that are here with me. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're a graphics designer, put it down there. If you're a content writer, whatever it is that you're doing in the space right now, you want to just type it. So I'll know the people I'm talking to. I know maybe there is a particular set of people in a particular niche that are here, and we'll be able to relate it ourselves. So when it comes to roles, yes, graphic designer, I can see you, product manager, right? We have different people here, and it's so easy for you to carry your role in the place where you're working now. Let's say you're in Web2 and you're trying to move into the Web3. It's so easy for you to transition, because one, you already understand your game. You already have an idea of what that skill or what is required for you in that job description. So let's say, for example, somebody who is learning graphic design from scratch and somebody who was already working as a graphic designer in Web2. It's easy for you that is a Web2 designer to just land a job, because you already understand graphics, all the rudiments of graphic design, the do's and don'ts, I don't know, all of the terminologies that are associated with graphics designing, you understand it, right? So when a Web3 brand needs your help, the only thing that is needed, one of the key things I know that is needed for you to transition from Web2 to Web3 is your understanding of how blockchain works, right? So if a Web3 brand is asking you to create a logo for them, or is asking you to do a particular thing for them, you will not do it, you will not create a logo without thinking about the things that are in the Web3 space. What is blockchain? Or what, let's say a Bitcoin wallet wants you to create their logo for them. You want to think about how does this affect the customers. So you have to have a knowledge of how Web3 works. What is Web3? Yeah, you can still keep your we're not done. You can keep sending your what's it called? Your career path, whatever it is you're doing, you can just drop in the comment section. Let's see it. Let's see it. So you can even you can land a gig here. You never can tell. This is another opportunity for you to market yourself. They're talking about giving you 2 minutes to showcase yourself. This is an opportunity. So you can just drop it in the comment section. What is it that you do, right? So moving from Web2 to Web3 is so easy, because at this point you already understand how the game works. You just need to understand how blockchain works. How does blockchain work? Sarah already explained it, so I will not be going into details of what blockchain is and what Web3 is. But you can go further to take research, watch YouTube videos, attend sessions. It's very important that you join sections like this, because there's a thing or two that you would learn from this sessions that you can apply in your job hunting, right? So always remember that joining sessions are very, very, very important. So I've listed a couple of jobs that are available in the Web3 space. We have front-end and back-end development. We have UI UX designers. We have content writers, content creators. You know how to do videos a lot. You like talking in front of the camera. You can take your camera and start talking about different things that you're learning in the Web3 space. All the things you're learning, you can share it with the audience, share it with your social handles, share it with your community, right? Then community managers. Community managers are like one of the very key job description in the Web3 space that people are not even paying attention to, because every project in blockchain or in crypto need community managers to keep their community active, right? They need them to make sure that people are doing as they are supposed to. They're just like they're managing the whole brand, both on Telegram, on Discord. So you need to be able to find a role that suits well for you. If it's something that you want to start, it's okay. If you're already doing it before and you want to move it into the Web3 space, you're also very, very much welcome. Then we have product management. We have program manager. We have a product manager here, Seth. So then we have researchers, people who are able to deep dive and get information to help brands scale up what they are doing, right? So all of these are important job roles that there are a ton of others that I've not mentioned. So you can go further. If you don't have a role in Web3 space and you are like, okay, I've
Hi, Queen. I think there is an issue with your audio. I think we lost you for a second. Could it be network or your audio? I think while we are trying to bring that up. Okay, I think
Is
we
it
can hear
back?
you now. Yeah, you're back now. Thank you.
Are we back now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. You can continue, please.
Okay, all right. I think the network is
Yeah,
fluctuating.
yeah.
So you can follow what was I talking about? Yes. So now let's talk about how to search for jobs. Right? I've already mentioned all the job that you can search for, or you can go into deep dive into in Web3 space. You can go and research and find out more, right? Then now, how to land yourself a great job in the Web3 space. So the market is huge. As much as it sounds like Web3 is just coming, there's still a ton of people who are already making money, who have gotten jobs in Web3 space. So there's a lot of competition, right? So number one, you want to do your research, right? Before you apply for a particular job or you see a role that is suitable for you, and there are different places where you can find roles in Web3 to get jobs. Then we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn. Then there are third-party websites that post Web3 jobs, right? Then we also have what's it called? There's Upwork, right? There's Fiverr where you can get Web3 job. But those ones I feel like Upwork and Fiverr are advanced and you have to pay very much attention to them. But for a start, you just have to optimize your social handles. Really. Your Twitter, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever it is that you're doing in the Web3 space, you want to put it out there. There is no way you'll be working or you're doing anything in the Web3 space and it's not speaking on your social handles. It's not possible because one of the key things about Web3 is that Web3 is in fact the social handles that we have, is our social media. Because if you take away all of the social medias that we have now, Web3 will not be able to thrive. Because I'm talking to you guys from where I am, and we are using a platform called StreamYard, right? You could either use StreamYard, you could use YouTube, and these are platforms. If we were not here, if they were not created, I will not be able to have this video conversation with you, right? So make sure that your social handles are optimized to the fullest. That way you're able to give as much as is required to you, and then when hiring managers come to your profile, they have an understanding that, oh, this is what this person does and they want you on their team. So do your research, make sure that you have maximum understanding of how Web3 works, of how that role you're applying, the role you're interested in. Let's say you're not even currently working in that role, or you've not even found a job, but you're in your mind, you should have an understanding of this is the role I want to work as. When I first came into the crypto space and everybody was talking about trading, buying and selling of Bitcoin and Ethereum and different currencies to make money, those were my interests. I actually was making money from trading. But I know that in the long run, I want to be able to do more than this. So I started researching. I was already writing content on my social platform. So now I have to go deep and research what are the roles, what's this called. That was when I realized it's called content writing, right? So from understanding what content writing was, I started writing more content. I started using my social platform. I created an account on Medium, on my Substack. I wrote Twitter threads. I started writing on my LinkedIn. So whatever it is that you're talking about or you want to do, you want to talk about it as much as possible so that people around you, people on your social handles will know that, oh, this is what this person does, right? So do your research properly for job search, and I also mentioned where you can find these jobs. Then you also check for brands that you're interested in. Most times people just apply for any role that they see. I do not really advise that. I advise that people apply for jobs based on their interest and companies that they are interested in. You want to research about this company. What do they do? What are the services I can offer to them? How can I what value can I give to this company and they will pay me in return? Because the idea is that you give and you also receive. You give them your value and your time, and they give you their finance, their resources, right? And an opportunity to grow your intellectual capacity in that field. So research about it, right? Research about the company, know what you want, from an early stage. Even if you're volunteering for brand, even know the brands you want to volunteer for. You don't want to volunteer for any brand, you don't want to volunteer for rockful project. So you want to research who are the teams behind this project, what is their vision, what's their plan for this project, are they going far, are they going to work, am I wasting my time here, is there a process or an opportunity for me to grow? These are the things that you want to check out. Right, so I want to know that you guys are hearing me and you're following. So you can just comment following, following, following. So I'll just know that I have people who are listening to me and they are understanding and they are following. Right, so because I know my network is lagging, so I know when you guys are with me. So just let me see following in the comment section. Okay, so moving forward, you want to also apply for jobs that you're qualified for. A lot of times people just see um there are times when I'm on my own and my friends just send me link to this job to apply here, right? They just say apply. Are people here? I can't see. Okay, following. All right, I see one following. Okay, so I will just send you a link, send me a link and say, I think this suits you, I think this suits you. They're actually looking out for me because they want me to land good jobs and have money, right? But when I go through the job, when I go through the job list, I don't just apply because it was sent to me to apply. I apply based on the fact that this job meets my interest and I'm qualified for them. There are times when you see a job that needs 5 years experience, 10 years experience, or even 2, 3. Most times I would say try your luck, but not that every time you're applying for a job that is not, the requirements are exceeding you, right? You do not have enough capacity for that role and you keep applying for them. You don't want to do that because at the end of the day, either you don't get called and you feel like all the companies are rejecting you. So do not keep trying in the wrong places. Make sure that you are attempting to apply for jobs that suits your strength and you are ready to take up the roles that come with it, because sometimes we want to challenge ourselves, but we challenge ourselves more than necessary, right? So that is saying follow the host, unfollow and follow back. This person is a TikToker. It's obvious. This person must be a TikToker. So make sure you check all the job checks all the boxes, right? That all the jobs you're applying for, that they are to your satisfaction. In as much as you want to get money, you want to, be better, you don't want to work in a place where you're not able to give your best, right? You're going to be being dragged and forced to show up to do what you're supposed to do, when at the end of the day you know that you cannot meet up. You're just seriously, one of the things I've learned over a couple of months and years that I've been here and been working for a couple of brands is that when you work for brands that is not what's it called, when you work for brands and roles that are not your strength, you feel like you're not enjoying yourself. And for a start, I'm in the Web3 space. I'm working from home, most remote Web3 jobs are remote. I'm working from my house and I'm not still finding satisfaction. Why will I be working from home at my own pace and I'm not still enjoying what I'm doing? That's an error. So when you're working, when you're applying for jobs, make sure that you're going to be enjoying what you're doing. You're going to be finding passion. You're going to be driven by the activities that you're carrying out, right? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Queen. Thank
Okay.
you. We can hear you.
Okay. Whenever I see you, I'm scared. Maybe people can hear me.
Just time to
Okay.
round up. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. We are almost there. We're almost there.
All
All right.
right.
So the number 4 thing here is tailor your resume and cover letter to suit the role you're applying for. Right? So your resume and your cover letters are key things to driving your landing your dream job. It cannot be separated. Even when brands reach out to you, because sometimes I know that we are so good in what we do, and brands come up to our social handles and reach out to us and say, "Hey, I saw you on LinkedIn, and I would like to reach out to you for a particular job role in my company." It happens, but even at that, you need to have your CV well tailored for the kind of jobs that you want to get for yourself. When people reach out to me to create CVs for them, I ask them, "What are your target companies? What kind of companies are you interested in?" Because we want to use keywords that would bring those companies to you. And apart from just the companies, there's what we call ATS, automated machines that help us sieve through, that help recruiters sieve through CVs, that if these CVs meet their requirements. So you want to make sure that in your CV, in your cover letter, there are keywords that the company you're applying for needs. Else, you will just be talking to yourself. You just be sending mails and having tons of rejection. Then after that, I want to also talk about follow-up mails. When you send your CV and your cover letter to a recruiter and they've not gotten back to you, it is totally okay to send a follow-up mail, right? Send a follow-up mail. In maybe after, you can tell yourself that when I send this CV on Monday, I will reach out to them again next Monday if I don't get a feedback. Right? And in your follow-up mail, you can tell them, "Hi, I'm Queen Helen Azibike. I sent a mail on Friday to you regarding the role of a community developer, and for that role, I saw your Telegram handle and how your community is redundant, and I know that with my skill in so thing." So even your follow-up mail is an opportunity for you to sell yourself again and again and again. So it's okay for you to send a follow-up mail if you're not getting feedbacks from them, right? So if you're actively looking for a job in the Web3 space, or even in Web2, or you're transitioning from Web2 to Web3, keywords are important. Make sure that you're using terminologies that are associated with that job role. You cannot be looking for a job as a product manager and you're not talking about tools that product managers use, right? So make sure that he's back again. He's back. So make sure you're using tools that are associated with that job role. So at the end of the day, your job or your resume and CVs are at the top of their list when you're calling for interviews. So
Thank you,
I feel like
Queen.
that's
Yeah,
a wrap for today. I'll be able to share the slide. The Cluster Jam guys have the slide, so they can, put it out
yeah,
for everybody to have
yeah,
access to.
sure. Of course, we're going to share with everyone all the slides that would have been used today. It's going to be shared with everyone. Thank you, Queen, for that session. I think there's one question that I can say on the comment section. So, how is Web3 beneficial to small business owners? Say I am building a website for a client. How does Web3 benefit them compared to the current Web2? How does
How,
one go about building for Web3? Yeah,
okay, how is Web3 beneficial to small business owners? So
owners.
it
Yep.
depends on what the business owner is building in Web3 or what your business is all about. So let's say your business involves that you use a lot of data. Let's say you have to keep up with people's phone numbers, email addresses, and all. With Web3 and with AI, you can be able to track all your user data. That's one of the things why we are actually saying that the government should come and build on the blockchain, because tracking data and information and activities can be better. Smart contracts would help you execute stuff like this. So it's not just about how Web3 helps you, it's just about your business and how you can amplify your business in Web3, right? Then say I'm building a website for a client. How does Web3 benefit them compared to the current Web2? It also boils down to what the website is all about and how and what you need it. So this also means that you need to understand how Web3 works, how Web3 can benefit you. You need to do your proper research. You need to have an understanding of what blockchain technology is. It's not just we know that this is for a this is, well, I'll call it a tip of the iceberg of what is available in Web3 space. So there is more. If you actually want to build for people, if you're building for people and not just for yourself, you need to be able to have a thorough understanding. So I encourage you to go to YouTube and take more courses, and you'll be able to have that figured out. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you. I think there's one more question. I think I can just take that. How does one go about building for Web3? So earlier, Sarah shared a particular resource that you can use for those people looking to transition into Web3. You want to become a blockchain developer, a Web3 developer. So I'm going to reshare the link again on the comment section so you can start learning how to build for Web3 from there. Thank you, Quinn. I don't know how much I can appreciate you for this session. Thank you so much for sharing our audience and everyone that attend today up with how they can get started in Web3 and in the cryptocurrency space. Thank you so much. Thank you for now. Thank you so much. Right. Okay, guys. If you are excited about the whole session, let me see some thumbs up. We're already rounding up. So while I bring Gospel, one of the team from the cluster jam, to give us closing remark um as we close for today's event, as we call the curtain close, right? So closing remark. Let me see some excitement. If you have questions, we can still take it before Gospel come on the stage to give us the closing remark as we call the curtain close or call the event close. How do we say? Okay, I think find the appropriate words, my guys. All right, so I'm going to bring Gospel to the stage. Closing remark, closing remark. Please don't forget again. Hashtag. They are still here. Cluster Jam, Web3, Blockchain, GDG, and GDSC. Also, I remain your host, Sukomi Itati, for today's Cluster Jam. And thank you guys for having me. I can't just do this alone. If you love my delivery today, let me know what you think. Drop me some emojis, drop me some nice emojis on the comment section. If you think I do very well, if you think you feel the vibe that is coming out from me, please let me know. Don't keep it. Tip your guys something. Tip your guys something. Let me know what is going on. Let me know what's up with you. And let me know what is going on with the Friday thing in your area there. Okay, let me bring Gospel to the stage as we have our closing remark. Hi,
Oh,
Gospel.
good evening, everyone. Hi, SK. Thanks for an awesome session. I hope please confirm you can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you. Go ahead,
All
please.
right, awesome, TGIF. I'm really impressed by your hosting, man. The energy, the vibes, everything was on point. Uh, Thanks again to all our speakers. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Helen, for awesome sessions. And of course, I can't end this. I can't do my closing remarks without mentioning you. Thanks for the opening keynote. And of course, Nancy, thanks for the game session. And to everyone that joined us today, man, this session wouldn't have been what it is today without you guys. Thanks, you guys are awesome. You are the real MVPs. I wouldn't want to waste or bore us and waste our time because we already gone past 6 p.m. So I would just want to say that you all should be expecting more and more coming from the team, right? We are all going back to the drawing board to make sure we make the next set of events even more exciting and engaging. Please help us with the posts and comments on the social media. Help us post, retweet with the hashtags, and of course, give us feedback to make these events, really more, even more exciting and more rewarding. Um, with that, I would like to thank everyone once again, and of course, yeah, thanks for staying till the end of the session. It was really awesome having you all here. Yeah, with that, I would like to say that's it from us for today. While we go on ahead to prepare for more. XP, over to you. Thanks for the advice, man.
Thank you, Gospel. That's so amazing closing remark. Guys, on behalf of the team, I am going to, so that you can recognize our face very well, I'm going to display the team again. On behalf of all the beautiful faces, ladies and gentlemen that you are looking at here, we are saying thank you for joining us today. And we really love to see you guys in our next edition. And we are hoping that those people that will be attending the next edition of Cluster Charm webinar session will be triple of those people that attended today. Thank you, guys. We'll have to cut the curtain close here right now, right here. Thank you, guys, for joining. Let's keep the energy going on the social media, and then Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance from every one of us at Cluster Jam. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel so that you can get amazing content. Yeah, you are right there. Just click that button. Click it before you leave and turn on your notification because we'll be hosting another event very soon. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye.